Welcome once again.
Mandar, thank you for inviting me. But if you look at, last you were talking about 20 years, a lot of change has happened. And each change was very difficult for the industry to internalize. And it set a new normal. So as I mentioned, the first one was change in IS 456. Then so came way batching, mixed design. The next change that I saw was use of crushed sand.
Absolutely.
River
Yes,
sand,
yes,
you
yes.
recall those days,
Yes,
when
yes.
the river sand started. And there was so much resistance. People said, oh no, this material cannot be used in concrete. We had to educate them on difference between crusher dust and, this crushed sand. So that was a very difficult phase. Then post crushed sand, then again blended cements came. That was the next, benchmark. Blended cements, fly ash GGBS. So that was a time when people were again, finding it difficult. They were having PPC cement had a lot of history, during Antule time. You may recall that a lot of senior consultants, they had this notion that it's a low quality cement, and we had to overcome that resistance. We had to explain it to them. So the cement industry, each time, it overcame these obstacles and went to a new normal.
Question to you is, what are the challenges in management of concrete, sir? Because concrete has to go a long way.
If you look at the projects that are happening today, the scale of the projects has phenomenally increased. I recall days when developers used to say, I have a large project, it is 1 lakh square feet. The same developer today tells me that I'm having 4 or 5 projects, each of 1 million square feet. We measure construction in terms of velocity, how many square feet of construction you do per month. So if the velocity used to be maybe 5 to 10,000 square feet, it is today 40 to 50,000 square feet per month. So that is the scale. And what is happening is the grades of concrete have increased. Now we are easily talking about M40, M50, M60, high grades of concrete, tall buildings, heavy congestion of reinforcement. So all these are adding to a lot of challenges. So we need, proper planning and skillful execution.
Absolutely. Coming back to execution or taking it forward from execution, RMC plants are now like a panwala shop. You find a panwala shop everywhere and you find a RMC. I think Pune must be having, sir, 100 RMCs, more than 100 RMC plants, just like panwala shops everywhere, here and there. And concrete begins the journey at an RMC. So what can we do? How can we improve this RMC plants and their efficiency working?
See, actually, RMC industry has to, has not achieved the kind of credibility it should have, or what kind of credibility rest of the world has, in India at least. You go to Delhi, Pune, everywhere the scenario is the same. I think it is an extremely hyper-competitive industry.
Extremely hyper.
They are not very scientific in approach. They are not manned by qualified technical people. Then too much of cost cutting is there. So, this is a huge problem for the industry, because I know consultants who say that in their ETABS design, if M30 is there, they will specify M35, because they are not sure about the grade of concrete.
Moved ahead. I heard about green concrete, and green concrete has got nothing to do with the color green. I was going to ask, is there a pink concrete, blue concrete, red concrete, but no. Green concrete is something else. Sir, could you tell us about it?
No, actually, more than green, making it greener is, as Sucheta very well mentioned, she had such a beautiful presentation, on composite cements. We need to transit to higher, levels of fly ash and GGBS, not for economy reasons. Developers are tempted from the economy point of view. But, as, she said that 1 ton of concrete cement produces 1 ton of CO2. And if you compare the per capita cement consumption in India, it is 100 kg per capita. Same in China is 500. So China is 5 times that of India. Now today we are a 3 trillion, market, GDP. We are targeting to be 5 trillion in next 10 years. And so ultimately we are going to increase our per capita cement consumption. How the growth will happen? So if you are looking at that kind of, cement production, it is definitely going to harm the environment. So this is the time that we definitely need to look at, replacement, of fly ash GGBS. We need to go at high volume fly ash concrete, geopolymer concrete, so all these things have to be explored.
Absolutely. Lot of new things are coming. I mean, if you say for the next 20 years, when both of us are sitting on this kind of stage and we have little more lesser hair on our head, what would have happened, sir?
You're talking about,
20 years. 20 saal baad.
20 saal baad.
20 saal baad.
Some things I can see immediately and some things maybe after 20, 25 years. One is that maybe I believe that things like UHPC will become quite a common norm. Immediately, if I look at it, I would see in next 4 or 5 years, self-compacting concrete will become normal because, the gap, the cost gap between SCC and normal concrete is reducing. The admixture technology is progressing and additional cost incurred is becoming less and less. Same thing is likely to happen with UHPC. Then probably a lot of more, I would say more precast, more hybrid construction will come up.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you,
Deshmukh, sir.
So this is about, we do third-party inspections. So this is something about that.